Hi. Hold on. I'm sick. I have a cold. Or something of that nature. Uh. Hi. Sorry. Boiled beef, welcome in. Thank you so much for your 31 months. Oh my god, 31 months. D1, welcome in. Aloha Gator, welcome in. EDL, welcome in. Melly, welcome in. Hello everyone, welcome in. Welcome. I'm back. Oh god, I have had the most ridiculous week of my life. Like, just the past week, hold on, has been so completely, like, insane. Let me switch over to, let's go to chatting first. I do have pictures I want to show you guys, but we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Hello, it's me, Alex Azarashi, live from Japan. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet today because, you know, I'm staying in a hotel and I don't want to get any noise complaints. Oh shoot, hold on a second. Oh god. My mom sent me a message. I'm like trying to figure out. I'll do it later. Evicted? No. Noise complaint. Thank you for your 20 stream streak, Aloha Gator. Thank you. Also, what the fuck is the Golden Kappa train? I thought that was something that only like, oh well, never mind. Like big streamers got, you know? Also, like, the reward is just like a Golden Kappa emote. That's it. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. Who gives a shit? Like, it's Golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Like you should be giving me, they should be giving me more money, then I would care. JD, welcome in, welcome. Like, oh, it's golden, it's emo. I don't fucking care. Give me more money. Stop taking away 50% of every cent I earn, Twitch. They take 50% of everything I get on Twitch. Like, maybe you should not do that. Oh, anyway, I just had breakfast, kind of. I went to 7-Eleven this morning. I got some water, some tea. I have this, like, honey lemon vitamin C drink that should hopefully help. I took some cold medicine earlier. Yeah, oh, and not only am I sick, my ankle is horrifically in so much pain from walking around. And I also am having an allergic reaction to the conditioner that the hotel like uses. I noticed like a few days ago that like I had these kind of like bumps, these like red, like kind of itchy bumps on like my shoulders and the back of my neck. And I was like, huh, that's weird. And I assumed that maybe it was from like my jacket like rubbing the back of my neck or something. But then like I was, you know, washing my hair last night and I put on the conditioner and it felt like kind of tingly in that area and I was like, "Oh. Oh, that's the problem." So, yeah, I'm not going to be using that anymore and I have to go out to the pharmacy later and get some like stuff for it. Also, I have like a hair in my eye. This morning, I felt like I had like a hair in my eye, and so like, you know, I go to the mirror and I have this like little hair in my eye. Like not an eyelash, but like an actual like hair, right? And I'm trying to like get it out, you know, and in the process it somehow got stuck under like my eyelid. So it's still there and I can still feel it. So, you know, that's that's not great. So, yeah. Just little things. Hold on, let me see if I can turn on the light here. See if I can. Is it like, ow? Hold on. Ow, this light is too bright. Ow, ow, ow. This desk like hurts. Okay. So yeah. Um I have a compression sleeve for my ankle, and I put some like Salon Paws on my ankle, but it still really hurts. So think I'm gonna try to take it easy today. Not really go anywhere like super. I don't even know if I can go anywhere, honestly. Just like walking to 7-Eleven was like extremely difficult. Uh, um Hopefully, because like I'm kind of afraid that they're gonna like kick me out of my room for cleaning, because they put this notice under everyone's door that says like, oh, this week we're going to be doing some maintenance to everyone's hotel room, and we're going to be doing it, from Monday to Friday. It's only going to take like 10 minutes. They said like it's not going to take long, and we're going to be doing it during your room cleaning. um but they didn't do it when they cleaned my room yesterday. So I'm kind of worried that they're gonna like be like, "Hey, we need to like fix this thing and do the thing in your room," and I'm gonna have to like leave because I, I really don't want that to happen. She got cursed for not buying Stranger Things merch, dude. I was like walking out of this station. V Club Manager, hi. I was walking out of this station yesterday, and they have these huge banners for like Stranger Things, the final seasons, hanging in the station. And I was like, oh my god, it's never, I'm never gonna be able to escape. I'm never gonna be able to escape. No matter where I go, I could go to like fucking, I don't know, Egypt or Nairobi, and I'd still see like Stranger Things bullshit. Um, I did take my cold medicine a few minutes ago, and it seems to be pretty effective. It seems to be pretty effective. So once that kicks in, I'll probably be feeling a lot better. Thankfully, my friend has been able to recommend me like medication and stuff. So I've been using what she's recommended me to take, and it seems to be working pretty well. Sorry, so far at least. What else? I guess I should start from the very beginning. How it took me 3 days to get here. It was not supposed to take me 3 days to get to Japan, but it ended up taking 3 days. And I will tell you why. So my flight, originally I was gonna go from my airport to Honolulu, and then from Honolulu to Tokyo, right? And which I've done before. I've done it before, and I've never had any problems. I actually prefer doing it this way because, it's nice to spend like a little bit of time in Hawaii, even if it's like a few hours, just to like stretch your legs and enjoy the warm air. My flight to Honolulu got delayed for like 3 hours because there was something wrong with the plane. So they had to fix it. It wasn't anything, I mean, it was the lights. They said the lights on the plane were like not working, and they had to like fix it. So, I hold on, sorry. I had to leave my house at 4 in the morning to get to the airport, to get to my flight. And so, I get through security, everything's fine. I'm waiting in the area for my flight. And, it's almost time for boarding, and they haven't started boarding, right? Like the flight is supposed to start boarding, and they haven't started boarding. So I'm like, uh-oh. And so then they make an announcement saying like, hey, so we're fixing the plane. There's something wrong with it. It shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes, right? We're getting it done. So, I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm waiting. 30 minutes go by, and they make another announcement. Yeah, we're still working on it. We'll give you another update when we have more information. Another 30 minutes go by. Yeah, we're still working on it. And it goes on like that for like a good, I don't know, like couple hours or so. Um, and, you know, by that point, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make my connection. So, you know, I go to the counter and I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make my connection. Like, can you guys like rebook me for the next flight out of Honolulu? And they say, oh, okay, well, we haven't gotten permission from the airlines to rebook the passengers heading to Japan. What do you mean you haven't gotten permission from the airlines? I'm going to miss my flight. Like, I cannot make it to my connecting flight in 15 minutes. That's physically impossible. I know the Honolulu airport. It takes more than 15 minutes to get from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2 and go through, like, do all that shit, right? It's gonna take me longer than that. So, you know, another hour goes by and, you know, I asked them again, like, hey, like, I'm missing my flight. And they're like, okay, well, we'll rebook you for the next flight that afternoon. Right. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll get to the next, I'll go on the next flight out of Honolulu, like later that afternoon. A couple more hours go by and they make an announcement saying that they got engineers from another airport, another local airport. They had engineers from another airport come to fix the plane. And by that point, it had already been like, I don't even know, 3 hours. And I was kind of like, you know, I feel like it probably would have been easier to just get another plane at that point, but maybe it was like a sunk cost fallacy kind of thing. Like, we've already spent this long trying to fix the plane. We might as well just, like, you know, continue what we're doing. So, you know, then more time goes by and I'm going to miss the next flight that they rebooked me for out of Honolulu. Yeah, they had to wait for the duct tape delivery, exactly. So I say, hey, I'm going to miss the next connecting flight. What are we going to do about this? And so they said, like, okay, well, and this, mind you, the people who were working at the gate were not particularly helpful. I think that was probably the most frustrating thing about this whole experience is that the people who actually, like, were working at the gate, they didn't seem to, like, know how to do anything or like what to do anything. They're just like, oh yeah, I don't know, you're gonna have to figure it out when you get there. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And the guy's like, well, you know, I can see if we can get you like a hotel voucher and like we can get you booked on like the next flight tomorrow. And I was like, yes, you should do that, because if I'm spending the night in Honolulu, it's not going to be on my dime. I didn't say that, right? But like, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Was Hawaiian spoken often in Honolulu? Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention. Like, the area I was staying in was mostly tourists. So I don't really have the best, I don't know how to answer that question. Lacey Powderwing, hi, welcome in, welcome. My name is Alex Azarashi. I'm a Sogo VTuber. I've had the most ridiculous week. And I'm just going over how ridiculous and stressful my trip to get here to Japan has been. But thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Sorry, I'm like a little sick right now, so like my brain is not working that well. You were playing Persona 3. Oh my god. I was in Shibuya yesterday. I was in Shibuya and I was thinking about I'm in the house like carpet. I got to see the Persona area. Anyway, I hope you had a wonderful stream. I hope you enjoyed Persona. Thank you for the raid, and I'll take good care of your lovely, lovely raiders. So, you know, I'm like stressed out. Roto, hello. You know, I had a little cry in the airport. I did go to Place Persona, and thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I have the In the House like carpet song stuck in my head now. It's such an interesting song. And Muda, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And you know, I'm asking them like, okay, so what about my bags? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I have 2 checked bags. Like, what are we gonna do? And he's just like, I don't know, figure it out. So eventually, I board my flight. We get to Honolulu. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and then I got off my flight, and I'm like trying to figure out like, okay, who do I talk to? Where do I go? And so I'm just like, every time I see like a, you know, airlines employee, I'm like, hello, this is my situation. What do I do? And the majority of them were like, I don't fucking know. Get out of here. Get out of here. What will you expect me to know? Get the fuck out of here. Like, okay. Eventually, someone tells me that I need to go to like the customer service counter. Thank you for the follow, Taku. Thank you. And so I get to the customer service counter, and mind you, I have a backpack and an extremely heavy carry-on, like duffel bag. I think it weighs probably maybe like almost 30 pounds, right? And I was prepared to be in Japan. I had my coat on, I had my warm clothes on because it was supposed to be cold in Japan. So, you know, I'm in the Honolulu airport. It's like 80 degrees. The airport is like kind of like a hybrid outdoor indoor airport. I have on my jacket, I have on my scarf, I have on like, I'm just lugging my stuff just through the airport with all these heavy layers on. Finally, I get to the customer service counter and I'm like, hello, this is my situation. Can you please help me? And, you know, thankfully the people at like the service counter were actually very kind and very helpful. And they got me set up in a really nice hotel. I got a hotel voucher, free transportation to and from the airport, and I got 2 meal vouchers for dinner and breakfast. The meal vouchers, I'll get to them. So, you know, and then I have to go to the baggage claim help counter, and I say, hello, where are my bags? And they get me my bags, which were also super heavy. Mega Super Seal, welcome in, welcome. And thank you for this, your 3 months. Thank you. So I have my suitcases are heavy, my carry-ons are heavy. I'm like sweating my ass off. I get a cab, the cab to the hotel. And it really nice hotel. I got like a high floor, a room on like a really high floor, so I got like a great view. And you know, it was nice. Not the Dia, welcome in. Sorry, like I'm sick, my brain isn't working. I'm tired too, so please forgive me if I'm just like completely off my game today. I'm just like there's a lot that's happened and I'm just a little overwhelmed. So, you know, I get to my hotel and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in Honolulu. I need to go Majima maxing. I need to do some like side quests. So I get like my little Majima doll, which, you know, if you have seen my posts on Twitter, you would know what I was doing. And I just took him around the nearby area. I was in like the Ala Moana Mall, which, as you guys know, I explored very thoroughly when I played Pirate Yakuza. So I was just like taking him, I was like walking around the mall and I was like taking little pictures of him and like places. I was like, oh my god, this is just like in Yakuza Pirates Hawaii. Oh my god. And I did some Majima maxing. Did I fight any strangers? Well, you know what? That's a perfect segue because I did have an incident. There was an incident. I almost got grabbed by a tweaker. So the last time I was in Honolulu was about 2.5 years ago. And, you know, it was there were like some tweakers around, but this time it was way worse. Every single block I walked on, there's just like homeless tweakers all over the place. It was fucking weird, fucking creepy. And so I'm walking in the mall, and I'm going down this escalator. And as I'm like going down the escalator, I notice that there's this kind of like tweaker looking guy behind me who's also like going down the escalator. And, you know, I didn't really think I kind of like, you know, I kind of like had that in the back of my mind. Like, okay, there's like a sketchy guy behind me. Like you know, just to keep that in mind. Right. And I'm like, you know, I'm standing on the escalator and I feel something, like press against my back, like someone is leaning against me. And I see his arm come around, like he's trying to like grab me. And so I like yell really loudly. Like I'm just like, hey, back off, right? Thankfully, there were like two big Hawaiian dudes on the escalator in front of me. And, you know, they immediately turned around and they're like, hey, are you okay? And so like the tweaker guy, he like backed off and, you know, I just like stood with the big Hawaiian dudes like until we got down off the escalator. And then I just like ran back to my hotel. That was like fucking freaky. Like I was like, yeah, that I almost got grabbed by a tweaker. It was like fucking scary. So, you know, that was the closest I came to getting into a random encounter in in Honolulu. Thank God, you know, for Majima and the big Hawaiian dudes, because that was some scary shit. Yeah, I could have heat moved him. They tried to steal me to Toba Aquarium. Ulu, hello, welcome in. Ulu, how is Japan? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I am still recounting my journey. So the dinner voucher that I got from the airline was only good for two places. Either the hotel restaurant or Olive Garden. And I was like, okay, well, you know, the hotel restaurant is probably expensive, and I've never been to Olive Garden before. So let's go to Olive Garden. You know, I'm going to switch over to the viewing screen so I can start showing you guys my pictures. Here we go. Oh yeah, I have some of my, my Majima pictures. So this is the one in the Ala Moana Mall. They had all like the Christmas lights up and stuff. So I was like taking some Majima pictures. I was able to get the sunset. I really like when I got to my hotel, I like put my stuff away and I immediately just like went out to the beach because I was like, I need to take pictures of the sunset. I need to take pictures of the sunset. So I was able to get this cute little one. But anyway, back to Olive Garden. I went to Olive Garden for the first time. Wait, that's not Olive Garden. Hold on. Where's my I took a picture of my meal. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't realize that Olive Garden was so expensive. I did not realize that Olive Garden was an expensive restaurant. Like, the entrees were like all $30. And I was like, is this how much it normally is? Or is this like Hawaii specific pricing? Right? It shouldn't be. Yeah, because the dinner voucher that they gave me was worth $20. The dinner voucher was only for $20. Oh, that's just Hawaii? Okay. So I was kind of like $20. Like, I was able to get the build your own pasta set because that was like $20.50. So I was like, whatever, I'll get that. The breadsticks were very disappointing. I was very disappointed with the breadsticks. Like, also the salad I got was also very disappointing. It was a very sad salad. Very sad salad, very sad breadsticks. The pasta was pretty good. It wasn't pretty good. It was good enough. It was good enough. No one said it was good, just unlimited. I got like the angel hair pasta with like the 4 cheese sauce or whatever. It was good. You know, it was like whatever. Um, yeah, any food you get in Hawaii is pricey. So, you know, I left them a big tip just to make up for like me technically not paying for my meal. Um, and you know, then I went to my hotel and I just like took a shower, went to bed. You know, I woke up and I was so tired. I was so fucking tired. So I get up the next morning, and I'm packing up all my stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I have this breakfast voucher. Let's go see if I can get breakfast. Because the breakfast voucher was only good at 2 places. The Hotel Cafe and Olive Garden. I don't know, I guess they have some kind of deal with Olive Garden. Olive Garden was closed because they're not open in the morning. So I decided to see if I could get something at the Hotel Cafe, right? Because the breakfast voucher was worth $15. And I was like, okay, $15, I could probably get like a coffee and like a pastry with that, right? At the very minimum. So I go to the Hotel Cafe, and it wasn't actually a cafe, it was a buffet. And the buffet was $30 per person. So, you know, if the coupon is only for $15, I would have to pay, you know, $15 anyway, right? So at that point, I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna get like a latte and something and unlimited food. Yeah, but like I just like, it was also, there was a line too. There was a line for the buffet, and I was like, I don't want to wait in line because I had made a reservation with the cab, right? And I had told him to pick me up like at a certain time, but like there was a bit of a language barrier with the cab guy. I think he was like Vietnamese or something. So I wasn't sure if he was going to pick me up at the time I specified or before then. So I was kind of like, you know, I don't want to be like in a sit down restaurant if when he gets here. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks. So I get like a latte and I get like a little breakfast sandwich, right? And you know, I'm waiting for them to call my name, and they do. And I get my drink, and it's in this huge cup. And I'm like, I thought I ordered the grande. Did I not order the grande? Like, did they change the size of the Starbucks cups? Is this just how they do it in Hawaii? Like, what's going on? So I go back to my seat and I look at my receipt. She had charged me for a venti. I asked for a grande, and I remember she said a grande, okay, but they got me a venti. So I ended up spending $15 on breakfast anyway because the venti was like $10. I spent $10 on a fucking coffee. So, you know, at that point, like, could I have gone and said, hey, there's been a mistake? Yes. But at that point, I was just like, I don't even care anymore. I'm just too tired to care. What is a grande and a venti? Grande is like medium, venti is large. That basically. I was just I don't even care. I'm too tired to be upset. I don't even care. And also, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of hard to be like that upset when you're in Hawaii, right? Cause like, you know, it's like, it's sunny, it's warm, 80 fucking degrees in December. I was losing my mind because it's like all the fucking Christmas decorations are up, but it's 80 fucking degrees. And you know, there's like relaxing ukulele music playing everywhere. Everyone is so nice. You know, I had a lovely conversation with my server at Olive Garden. You know, I was just like having like a pretty chill time despite everything that had happened, you know? So, you know, I get to the airport. I I check my bags in, I get my seat, I get my ticket, everything is fine. And I get there really early. I'm like 2 hours early. And so I start looking through my bag because I'm like, okay, I want to listen to some music. Like, where's my Bluetooth earbuds? And I couldn't find them. I emptied out both of my carry-ons and I could not find my Bluetooth earbuds. So I call the hotel and I'm like, hey, I think I might have left my Bluetooth earbuds in my room. Can you go check? And they say like, okay, yeah, if we find them, we'll call you back. So, I couldn't find them and my flight's boarding. And I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever. Like if I left them in the hotel, I'll just have them send them to my parents' house and then my parents will send it to me. I don't want to deal with this right now. And so, I get on the plane and, thankfully, I actually did have 2 pairs of backup earbuds. I have 2 pairs of wired earbuds as backups. So, it wasn't like the end of the world. But, I put in like my IEMs that I got recently and, they're doing pretty good. But I'm sitting there's a family with 2 loud toddlers like in the row in front of me. And I'm kind of like, I could really use the sound canceling on my Bluetooth earbuds right now. And so I'm going through my backpack because there's something else I wanted to find. And my Bluetooth earbuds somehow materialized in my backpack. Even though I took everything out of my backpack and they weren't there, they somehow materialized in my backpack. So, I did have my earbuds with me the whole time. So, if that wasn't like, yeah, okay. That's not like all right. It could be worse. So originally, my flight from Honolulu to Tokyo was supposed to take 9 hours and 45 minutes. And then I get on the plane and the pilot's like, we're gonna get there in 8.5 hours. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm wondering if maybe he was like speedrunning, because I have heard that pilots do their own, like, compete for flight speedruns. Have you guys seen that? Apparently there is a website where pilots can post their flight speedruns. So maybe it was something like that. Hermione didn't want to see the earbuds so she could stay in Hawaii. So, I'm like, okay, cool, 8.5 hour flight. That's the shortest flight I've ever had from Honolulu to Japan. Okay. Overall, it was a relatively pleasant flight. I'll be honest, I did not watch a single thing during the flight. Like, I did not watch a single show, no movie. I just listened to music and just decompressed. Because I've started to... This is going to sound crazy. This might be cope. If you think I'm coping, that's fine. You're free to feel that way. But I'm starting to appreciate long flights because, they really give you the opportunity to decompress. At least me, no society, no, distractions, no notifications. I mean, I did have Wi-Fi. Actually, Hawaiian Airlines, they have Starlink on the plane now. And it's actually really good. It's free. Starlink Wi-Fi on the plane. You're just getting old? No, don't say that. Good Wi-Fi. So, I did respond to some messages. But honestly, I just listened to my music and I just lay down and I just relaxed. Because after all the stress that I had been through over the past couple days, I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to look at anything. I didn't want to watch anything. I just wanted to just decompress. Jason, welcome in, welcome. And thank you for the egg. Thank you. I'm just I don't even care about the movies. I just need to turn my brain off for 8 hours. I just need to completely turn off my brain for 8 hours. And that's what I did. Every now and then I would you know, I had my eye mask, I had my pillows, they have the blankets. So I wasn't really like sleeping so much as I was just like resting, I suppose. So, you know, every couple hours I would open my eyes and check the flight map as I usually do. But I was just so exhausted and just so like, I can't sleep on planes. I can't. Like, it is physically impossible for me to sleep on planes. I have tried drugging myself. It doesn't work. Melatonin does nothing for me. Like actually, melatonin has no effect on me. That's how bad my insomnia is. So, you know, I just kind of accepted I'm going to be awake for a long time. They have beds in the plane? No, I don't have that kind of money. What do you think I'm flying on fucking, what's that expensive airline that goes to like the Middle East that has beds on the plane? I don't got that kind of money. No, I'm in economy. I'm flying economy. I don't have that kind of money. The seats were very cheap, not so great. There was not an outlet. There were no outlets, so I couldn't really use my like do much, you know, so it's just like whatever. I'm just gonna chill. Sleeping in economy is actually pretty easy. Not for me. I can't sleep on planes. I can't. It's physically impossible for me. There was like a USB outlet for your phone, but it's so slow. It charges so slowly. Also, they're cleaning the room across from mine, so sorry if you hear any like vacuuming or whatever. But I finally, after 3 fucking days, I get to Japan. We land in Tokyo. Immigration, very easy to go through. I picked up my bags. However, this was not the end of my journey. I, for whatever reason, had decided, I'm gonna take the train from, the airport to my hotel, because my hotel is like really close to like one of the stations that's on the airport train route. So this was a mistake because I have one gigantic heavy suitcase, one small heavy suitcase, one heavy duffel bag, and one heavy backpack. And, I get down to the train track with all my shit, and I'm like, this was not a good idea. Maybe I should have just called a cab. I was thinking about calling a cab, but I was like, I don't want to pay for a cab. I don't want to pay for that. Because I was like, I'll just take the train. Because like I've taken the train before, and it's fine if you don't have 2 extremely heavy suitcases, right? And also I forgot that the train from the airport is not like it's a commuter train. It's a commuter train. It's not like an express train specifically for people going from the airport. It's a commuter train that happens to go to the airport. And I forgot about that. So, I get on at the airport and the train is pretty empty. So, I tuck myself into like a corner with my bags. I'm taking up a lot of space and I'm trying to minimize the amount of space I take up. First of all, I had to lift my heavy bags onto the train because there's like a gap. It's not like I could just roll them on. I had to lift them onto the train. That was pretty difficult. And also very stressful because the train only stops for like 1 minute, right? So I'm like, I gotta rush. So then, as I'm riding the train, more and more people start to get on. Now I'm like, oh, right, this is a commuter train. I forgot. And I am like holding onto my bags to keep them from rolling around. Like just standing in that train and holding onto my stuff was extremely physically strenuous. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm standing still, but I have to have an iron grip on my bag so they don't like roll around and bump into people. And the train is crowded. It's really crowded because it's like, I don't know, it's like 6 o'clock in the evening. So everyone's getting off of work. It's Friday night. Everyone's getting off of work. So I finally get to the station And I'm like, okay, I need to push through everyone, and I need to pick up my bags and take them off the train and onto the platform. And I have 1 minute to do it. So, you know, I'm like, and I'm rushing, I'm able to do it. I get everything onto the platform. I get out of the way as fast as I can. And then I'm like, okay, you know, I need to catch my breath, and I need to take out my phone to figure out where I'm going. And so it said my hotel was maybe like a 10-minute walk away from the station. And I was kind of like, oh, like that's, I mean, I could probably do that. It's probably fine. However, my hotel, I didn't realize this when I booked it. The street is quite long, and it's also at a slight incline. It's not really enough to be called a hill, but it is like a slight incline. So, you know, there were cabs. There were cabs outside of the station. And, you know, I was kind of like, well, you know, I'm only going up this street. It would be kind of a little embarrassing to take a cab, like, you know, up the street, right? So I was like, oh, you know, I could probably, you know, pull it up the street. It's fine. So I get to the street, and I'm like, oh, okay. I get my bags, and I'm just like pushing them. I'm pushing them up this incline, just pushing them, right? And, you know, as I'm pushing it up, halfway through, I'm kind of like, I really should have just taken a cab. I really should have just gone to one of the cabs outside of the station and been like, hey, my hotel's up the street. My bags are really heavy. Can you like, can you like, please, you know? They probably would have done it, but I was like, I was too proud. I'm too proud of a person, and that is probably one of my big weaknesses. My arrogance, yes, the arrogance. So I am pushing my suitcases up this hill, I suppose. And there's all these people that's staying in Automod, Aloha Gator, are passing me by, and they're just like staring at me, right? They're just watching me, you know, push my stupid fucking suitcases up this incline. You know, some of them are whispering, some of them are laughing, and I'm just like, I don't even care at that point. I don't even fucking care. Like, laugh at me all you want. Let's see you guys. Let's see you try to push these suitcases up a hill, and then we'll see who's really laughing. Let's see you try to do this. Let's see you do this, right? Cause like all the people passing me by, like, you know, I remember I talked about this on Irium, and someone was kind of like, oh, you know, that's so sad that like no one stopped to help you, right? But like the thing is that everyone passing me by was going towards the station. It's Friday night. Everyone just got off of work. You know, they had a long day at the Long Day Factory, right? They just want to go home. The last thing they want to do is spend like an extra 15 minutes helping some white girl with her fucking suitcases, right? Like, I didn't expect anyone to do that. And to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't help me either. If I was in the same position, I wouldn't help me either. So I can't really be mad about it, because I'm the same. I would not stop. If I was exhausted and I just got off of work, I would not stop to help some stupid tourist push her suitcases up the hill. Like I'm the same. So I really can't, I'm really not, like, I can't be mad about that, right? Sorry. So, I get to my hotel, I check in, and I get to my room, and I take off my jacket, and I am just drenched in sweat. Like, I just took off all my clothes and I jumped into the shower. Like, TMI, this is kind of gross. Every layer I was wearing was just drenched in sweat. That was the most, like, physically strenuous thing I think I've ever had to do in recent memory. Like, I had to take a break a couple times pushing my suitcases because I felt like I was gonna have an asthma attack. You know, I mean, I had my inhaler with me, but I was also like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I don't need to stop to take my inhaler. I'm almost there, just a little bit more. So, you know, I get to my hotel, I take a shower, and then I just go to bed. What was the temperature? So it was actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be. I was seeing all these headlines saying like, oh, Japan is going to be so cold. It's going to be so cold this week. It's going to be so cold. And it actually like wasn't. Like today it's supposed to be, like yesterday it was 18 Celsius. It was 18 Celsius in Tokyo. 18 Celsius. That was very, like, much warmer than I thought it was going to be. It's actually been, like, not as cold as I thought. Today, it says it's, like, 12 Celsius. It hasn't been, like, that cold. I think next week it's supposed to be a little colder, but it has not been... Yeah, it's warm. Exactly, it's warm. Like, I was pleasantly surprised, and I brought with me all these layers. I have these fleece hoodies and like, you know, my fleece tops and my scarves and my jackets and coats. And like, it hasn't been that cold. Big Iron, welcome in, welcome. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that, but I'm also kind of like annoyed because it's like, I packed all of these like incredibly warm clothes and now it's like, I don't really like I could just go like with my jacket and maybe like a t-shirt under my jacket. Like and also, you know, it's so hot in the train stations. It's so hot inside the malls and the shopping centers. You're walking around, you get really warm. So it ultimately, like a lot of my beanies and my, you know, neck warmers and my gloves, just completely unnecessary right now. Yeah, I think January, February is when it's gonna be really cold. So, you know, so I do have to do some more shopping because I need a new pair of boots and a warm day at the cold day factory. Exactly. I actually did some shopping yesterday. Don't ask me how much money I spent in Shibuya yesterday because I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, I get here the next day. I basically was just like chilling. I hung out with my friend. We went to get dinner. I did some like shopping for like the necessities I might need. I'm trying to think like, what did I do the past few days? Yeah, Saturday I just hung out with my friend. Sunday we also hung out. Did we do anything else? Not really. Yeah, mostly just like shopping and stuff for just like necessities and other things. I need another coat. I need a dress and some other stuff. Have you got yes, actually, I have gotten a good amount of practice. I am very pleased that I have not forgotten everything. Like, once I got here, my brain just kind of like switched into Japanese mode. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I will say though, I am a little embarrassed because I've noticed that my intonation is not as good as it used to be. And this vexes me because typically my intonation has always been the thing that I am like very good at. Like, I've had people tell me my intonation is extremely natural and sounds very, very good. But like, I've noticed that this time my intonation like is not as good as it used to be. So I need to do some more shadowing practice. Has anyone hit you with the Nihongo Jozu? You know what? It's funny you mentioned that because I did actually get that yesterday for like the first time. And one thing I've noticed, I think this is just like the result of there being so many more tourists in Japan within the past like year or so, is that this has never happened to me before. Is that I'll normally when I speak to someone in Japanese, like if I ask them something in Japanese, they will respond in Japanese. But I've had it happen twice where I'll speak to someone in Japanese and they'll respond to me in English. And I'm like, huh? Like, huh? But like, if I just like continue speaking to them in Japanese, then usually they'll go back to speaking to me in Japanese. It never happened to me before. I think it's mostly, like I said, just because there's like so many more tourists than there have been the past couple of years. But you know, yesterday I was buying a skirt, and I was having a conversation with the shop girl, and she, you know, Nihongo josu'd me, but I was kind of like, you know, whatever, I don't really care. If I will be in any aquarium to steal some seal whiskers, we will see. We will see. I do plan on going to the aquarium. I might, depending on how my ankle feels, I might see if I can go to an aquarium at some point today. I don't really know. But we'll see. Like I said, my ankle's been hurting me. But yesterday was a very big day for me. Yesterday was a very big day because yesterday was not only the 20th anniversary of the Yakuza series, I also went to see the special 20th anniversary exhibition. Oh, and also I got the Char and Shalia bowl udon, and I also got the Char and Shalia bowl dolls. I had my friend like pick them up for me, and I was like, I wanted these so bad because if you see in the middle, you put the bowls next to each other and it says Mav, like they connect. I've been wanting to take this picture for so long. Ever since I saw these like udon bowls, I was like, oh my god, I need to get the dolls and I need to get the bowls and I need to take a picture of them. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh yeah, and I found these fucked up jelly beans at Muji. I thought they were really like weird and fucked up. They tasted fine. They tasted okay. They're just like jelly beans but long. I just thought they were really funny. But yeah, I went to Shibuya and I was in the house like carpet. Word to the wise, do not use the bathrooms at the Starbucks in Shibuya. Like the Starbucks that's on like, I think the second or the third floor of like that building, the name I forget. It's a really nice Starbucks. The bathrooms were fucking atrocious. Like, I get to the bathroom and the floor is all sticky. The floor was fucking sticky. And this is the woman's bathroom, mind you. Like, I'm walking, like, I was so gross. They didn't even have any soap. There was no soap in the bathroom either. I don't know what happened to it. So I just had to like, you know, I washed my hands with water and then I just like used some hand sanitizer because I was like, I'm never going back there again. Like, I was walking out of the bathroom and like my shoes were like sticking to the ground. It was so fucking gross. You were in that Starbucks? Okay. Yeah, the bathrooms in there are fucking disgusting. Never use those bathrooms. Just go to the fucking convenience store bathroom instead. Like, or just piss in the bushes. Maybe don't do that because you'll get arrested. Anyway, I was in the house like carpet, as one is in Shibuya. I got there really early, so as you can see, it wasn't like super crowded. I think this was like maybe like 10 in the morning, so I got there before, you know, it was really crowded. And then I went to the exhibition, and the exhibition was very small. It was very small, not really, it was small. The majority of stuff they had there was like photo opportunities. Like, they like cardboard standees and stuff. I got lots of pictures with the Majima standees. So, there were a lot of girls there. I would say that the gender makeup of the people in attendance was like 50-50. Half girls, half guys. And, Grimbo, hello. And you know, they have these cutout standees of all the characters in like wedding clothes, you know? Like they had like the 3 female characters in wedding dresses and all the guys were wearing suits. And this is Majima in his wedding suit. This like absolutely ostentatious like black and gold suit, right? And you know, there's a line of girls wanting to, you know, get their pictures with the Majima standees. And so, you know, I get in the line of girls who are taking pictures of Majima. And so one of the things is that, okay, so I witnessed the most powerful woman. Did Kiryu have a line? No. It was all the Majima girls were there. I was blessed to be in the presence of the most powerful woman I have ever seen in my life. So there's this woman who is getting a picture with the Majima standee. She is dressed so cute. Her outfit is on point. Her makeup is on point. She has this huge Majima Ita bag. And she's pushing a stroller with her, like, I don't know, maybe 3-year-old son in it. And, you know, throughout the exhibition, like, they like have lines from the characters that are just like playing on the speakers. And so I remember like there was one of Majima's voice lines was playing and he was like, Kiryu-chan, and her little son was like imitating Majima saying Kiryu-chan. And I was like, oh my god, she's raising him to be a Majima fan. That's so beautiful. And so she's like, she picks up her son, she's like holding him in her arm, and she's like taking a selfie with her and her son in front of the Majima standee. And I was just like blown away. I was like, I kneel. This is the most powerful Majima fangirl. I am nothing compared to her. Like, I kneel. That is Majima's #1 wife. That is Majima's #1 wife. I kneel. There is no competition. Like, I can't compete with that. I will never be her. Like, I kneel. She was so powerful. Her aura was insane. That is Majima's #1 wife, right? I just hope that maybe I can be #2. You know, maybe I can be #2. I'd be okay with that. But yeah, I was just like that, like, I kneel, respect, like, just insane. Like the aura, the power, just insane. I was in awe of her. I was in awe. Right? And so they also had I took a little picture of my Majima doll in the chair with the logo. Most of it was like photo opportunities, right? You can take a picture of yourself or your doll. And then this is the stuff that I got. Just to let you know, not all of this is from the exhibition. I actually went to the Sega store after this, and that's where I got the Majima pillow and some of the standees. So not all of this is from the exhibition, but yeah, I went a little crazy. Oh yeah, and then there was fucking Kashiwagi doing whatever the fuck this is. I don't know why he's standing like this, but you know, good for him. No, there were more pictures. Why are all my pictures fucked up? I fucking, hold on. Nope, that's not it. I gotta find the other picture I wanted to show you guys. Cause the slideshow feature on OBS. Oh, did I not save that picture? Okay, I guess I didn't. There were several Majima standees, among other things. But yeah, no, I got a ton of Majima merch. And then I went to go to the Sega store, which was a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. It was mostly Sonic, some Puyo Puyo, a lot of Persona and Re-Fantazio. And then there was like the Yakuza section. They also had the Majima figure. I think one of the new ones that released, it was like maybe $80 or so. But I didn't buy it because I was like, I don't have room for this. I don't have room for this, and also like I'm already spending so much money. I don't, yeah. I just spilled water all over myself. Was Sonic's arms the correct color? I don't know. What color are Sonic's arms supposed to be? I didn't know that Sonic's arms can be the wrong color. I don't know. The Capcom store. There's only one thing I wanted at the Capcom store. I didn't take a picture of it, but they had a Heisenberg from Resident Evil little like Tsum Tsum type of plushie. And I wanted that so badly, so I was very happy that they got it. I also went to the Nintendo store and I bought a keychain. And I had a lovely conversation with the cashier about, because she noticed my Majima doll that I had on my bag. And she was like, oh my god, is that Majima? And I was like, yes. And she's like, oh, did you know about the Yakuza exhibition? And I showed her my bag and she's like, oh my god, she got like super excited. And I showed her some of my Majima merch and she was like so excited. And then she told me that she was like a Kiryu fan, but it was so cute. She was like so excited to like talk to me about like Yakuza and stuff. Yeah, birds of a feather, birds of a feather. So I had like a lovely conversation with another Yakuza fan. See, I'm telling you, like people on, there's like this subset of people on Twitter who seem to think that Yakuza fans are all like a bunch of like misogynistic dude bros who hate women. But like literally half of the Yakuza fans are women. Like they released the character poll, the character rankings for the Yakuza series a few days ago. Majima number 1, Kiryu number 2. Majima sweep. And those women hate women. True. No, I'm just kidding. Like you cannot compete with the Yakuza fangirls. You cannot compete with them. Like, I'm sorry. Like we are so powerful. We are so powerful. We are the most powerful people on the planet, and you just can't compete with that. So so that was a lot of fun. Gundam Wing Endless Waltz is gonna be in theaters. Oh well, I've never seen Gundam Wing before, so I'm not interested in seeing the movie. Also, welcome in, Suzabi. Welcome in. Straight up unmedicated. Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Look at Kason got herself in a game. I was kind of hoping that maybe I would like run into Kason at like the Yakuza exhibition, but like it was actually pretty. To be fair, it was like Monday afternoon, so there weren't really like a whole lot of people out, but it was enjoyable because it wasn't like super crowded. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, this was at the Nintendo, outside the Nintendo store. Ignore my nails. I accidentally put my hand in the photo. It happens. Oh, and I discovered a new Blorbo. I have a new Blorbo now. I went to the Line Friends store in Shibuya, which was... I don't think I'm gonna go there like anytime soon because I've been to the Line Friends store before, and the problem with the Line Friends store is that it's like 2 stories and also there's a basement. So you have the ground level on the street, and then there's more stuff upstairs. The problem is, to get upstairs, you have to go outside the building and into this alleyway where this like stairwell is. And the stairwell is like really long. You have to go up like the stairs like a couple times to get to like the 2nd floor. And by the time I got up there, I was like huffing and puffing. And also my ankle has been in pain for the past 2 days. So, you know, that also didn't help. But this is Brachio. He's like a Korean character, and I saw some like stuff of him online and I thought he was like so cute. He's like a dinosaur. And I thought this was really cute. He's like in a little garbage can and it says I am garbage. He's so cute. Here's like another picture of him. He has this wiener dog named Woody. And he's so cute. He's so cute, and his dog is so cute. They were so cute. Braccio and Woody. They're so cute. This is my new Blorbo. These are my new Blorbos. I love them so much. He's just a guy. He's just like a silly little guy. Oh yeah, and Italian brain rot. You know, Italian brain rot has, I think Italian brain rot is gonna be the new Skibidi toilet if it isn't already. Cause like I see this gashapon, this like tung sahur, they got ballerina cappuccina. There's another one too, another Italian brain rot gashapon. And then I saw like another like tun sahur plush in a claw machine. And I was like, wow, nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. There's no escape. There's no freaking escape. We're never gonna escape it. Oh, last chance. Oh, last chance. Hi, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. I still can't get over the donuts. Yeah. Sorry, I'm wiping my nose. Okay. I do want to talk about what I've been eating the past couple days, but I really need to pee. So I'm gonna do a BRB. This will be like less than 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I told you it wouldn't take that long. Okay, let's go back. Got some more hand cream. My hands are so dry. Thankfully, I got some hand cream. But yeah, it hasn't been that cold, but it has been super dry. It's been really dry. And it's been like annoying because my nose has been simultaneously like runny and dry at the same time. Like I have, like one of my nostrils is really runny, but also like it's so dry that if I wipe it too hard, then it starts like bleeding. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like impossible to deal with it because it's like, you know, it's running. So I have to wipe it. But then if I do that, then it starts bleeding. So like, fuck me, I guess. Okay, what have I been eating? I did take some pictures of what I've been eating, but I forgot to put them on my computer. So, dry air. Yeah, super dry, super dry. And my hotel room is also really dry. I tried leaving the window open yesterday in my hotel room to try to like air it out. But like last night, I found like, I think it was like a ladybug in my room. And I was like mad. I was like, why the fuck is there a bug in my room? And then I realized like, oh, I left the window open yesterday. So it probably crawled in through there. So I guess I can't leave the window open now. But I've mostly been eating like, well, no, that's not true. You know, when I got here, I was eating Konbini food, and then this morning I went to the Konbini. I had, last night I had a pizza bun from 7-Eleven. That was good. This morning I had a curry pot. That was good. I've also found these like Chiikawa foods. Oh, actually, I do have a picture of it. I posted in the Discord the Chiikawa onigiri with butter. That was so good. That was so good. Like, rice with butter, I'm sorry, it's good. It's good. Rice and butter, it's good. It's good. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. I also, this morning, I got this, like, Chiikawa toast, from 7-Eleven. Extra Fuzzy, welcome in. Because there's, like, a Chiikawa Foods collaboration going on at 7-Eleven. So I tried the Chiikawa toast, which was basically just like cheese toast with some sugar. It was supposed to be microwaved. I forgot to do that, so I just kind of had it at room temperature. And it was good, but it probably would taste better if I put it in the microwave. They also had these like Chiikawa donuts. They were like purple donuts. I think it was like, what, ube or something? Whatever the purple stuff is. I did not like them. They were very dry and just kind of like yucky, so I just threw them away. Oh, I also got these like Chiikawa chip. They're like, they have kurimanju on them. I don't know what these are supposed to be. I guess I'll have to find out later. But you guys will be surprised. This is probably gonna surprise all of you. Thank you so much for your 8 months, Extra Fuzzy. Thank you. I have not had a single alcoholic beverage since I've got here. Not a single Strong Zero, not a single anything. I actually bought a can of Strong Zero last night, but I haven't drank it. And the reason why I haven't drank is because, like, first of all, when I got here, I had, like, a headache. So I was like, you know, I don't want to drink until I've kind of acclimated a little bit more. You know, because I'm like, you know, I'm getting dehydrated, it's dry, I have, like, a headache. And then I got sick. So I've been on cold medicine for the past few days. And I don't really want to drink when, you know, if I'm taking cold medicine, because the cold medicine I'm taking has like acetaminophen in it. And also I have on some Salonpas, which are also medicated apparently. And I just don't mix alcohol and like, you know, pain medication of any kind. Like that, I don't do that. I would probably be okay, but you know, I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. So, you know, I've been sober for far too long. Hopefully when I stop feeling sick, I'll be able to drink again. But yeah, because I go to the convenience store and I see the case of all the Strong Zeros and the lemon sours, and I'm just like, oh god, like I can't even do that right now. Like my head is so stuffed up. Like I'm just so like stuffed up that I'm just like, oh, I can't even like conceive of doing that right now, unfortunately. But Yeah, the other night actually, my friend took me to this spicy hot pot place that she really likes, and it was really good. I remember I read this thing the other day that said like a lot of tourists in Japan get like indigestion or like they get constipated because they spend their time eating so much meat and so much carbs that they don't get any fiber at all. And then, they get constipated. That doesn't happen to me. For me, it's the opposite. I like when we went to Hot Pot, I had so much fucking cabbage. I had so much fucking cabbage. I ate all the cabbage in the pot. And then my friend ordered me like an extra serving of cabbage so that I had to eat the rest of the cabbage. And there was tofu too, and green beans and green onions. But I had so much fucking cabbage. When I got back to my hotel and I went to the bathroom, I was like, oh, that was too much cabbage. I was cabbage maxing. That was too much cabbage in one time. Cabbages are like empty calories too. I mean, like I said, I had like tofu as well. There's a lot of tofu in there. But I love cabbage. I fucking love cabbage. Moose, welcome in, welcome. Yeah, it's morning for me. It's It's like, was it like 10 a.m.? Yeah, 10 in the morning. But the first couple days I got here, the first day I got here, when I got here, I went to bed at like maybe 8 p.m. and then I woke up at like 2 a.m. And so, then I couldn't get back to sleep. So I was just kind of like sitting around, until, there were actually things to do. Then the next night I went to bed at like 8 and I woke up at 4 a.m. So, that was an improvement. Then, I was waking up at like 6 a.m. and then today I woke up at 7. So it's improving. I'm getting used to it. But honestly, it's better if I continue to wake up early anyway, so that way I can stream. Yay. I was originally going to do my first karaoke stream on Irium this morning. That was my original plan for today. But, since I'm sick, I figured that maybe that's not the best thing to do. And also, when I checked my reservation that I made last night, I made the reservation a few days ago, but I checked it last night and they fucked up the reservation time. Because originally when I had made the reservation, I made it for like, 9 a.m. when the karaoke place opens. And then I go to check and they got the time wrong. The time was for like midnight. And I was just like, no, like I didn't make it for midnight. I made it for 9 a.m. So, I was just like, whatever. Like it's not meant to be. I need to get over this sickness before I can like do my first ever karaoke stream. But yeah, I am gonna do my first ever karaoke stream at some point, and it is going to be on Irium only. Only on Irium. Only on Irium. Not on Twitch. Never on Twitch. So, if you want to hear that, you're gonna have to you need to download Irium, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to hear me sing. Yep. Maybe I should change the background on my thing. You learn how to bypass the region restriction? Oh, wait, Grimbo, I think I posted in the Discord how to bypass the region restriction. There should be a post, I think maybe in the announcements channel, but it only works on Android. So if you have an iPhone, there is no way to bypass the region restriction. But yeah, it is possible if you have an Android. Oh, and now I'm tired again. I have all my, damn it. I was just thinking like, oh, after this, maybe I'll take a little nap. But then I'm like looking at my bed and I have all of my stuff on my bed because I was like, I need to reorganize my suitcases again. So I put everything on my bed. Because this is how it's been. I decide I'm gonna reorganize my suitcase. I put all my stuff on my bed. And I start reorganizing the suitcase, and I get tired halfway through. And I'm like, okay, I'm too tired to finish this. So then I put everything back on top of my suitcase. And then, you know, the next day I'm like, okay, I need to reorganize my suitcase. And I start and I get tired. And that's just how it's been for the past couple days. It's just like, I can't. Every time I start, I get so tired that I have to stop. And then it's just like, just keeps being a mess, you know? What a pain. What an absolute inconvenience. Like, I'm already ready to, like, knock out right now. Okay, I'm trying to think. What else? You know, I haven't been so tired, like, the past few days. But I think that's also because I've been, like, pushing myself really hard every day. Like, I wake up early, and then, like, I go out and I do stuff for the entire day, and then I come back. And then, like, I just like, go to bed. And then, like, you know, I repeat the same thing the next day. I haven't really had time to just kind of, like, not do anything. But I think, like, even though there's stuff I want to do today, maybe it's just better if I just, like, chill. Because, like I said, my ankle has been hurting so badly. Like, yesterday, I was just hobbling around. I was, like, house maxing. I was house maxing all day because I'm just in so much pain. It hurts so bad. But I'm just like walking around anyway. And I'm just like, God, I feel like house right now. Like, if it hurts so bad, but I just keep going, you know? In the morning is when I get a lot of stuff done too, morning people stuff. So, you know, realistically, I know that the only thing that's going to, like, make my leg feel better is by not using it. And, you know, I have, like, a compression sleeve that I've been wearing. I have the Salon Puss I've been wearing. I've been taking hot baths, but, you know, as long as I keep, like, using it every day, it's not gonna get any better. 'Cause, like, the thing is that walking around, you know, a lot of people say, like, oh, when they go to Tokyo that they end up walking like 10-20,000 steps a day, but they don't really, like, notice it. And that's because typically, like, when you're going around the city, you're not walking long distances all in one time. It's more like you walk for 5 minutes, you stop for maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, you walk for another 5-10 minutes, you stop for another couple minutes. It's like walk for short distances, stop. Yeah, it's like microdosing cardio. So you don't really notice, like, how tired you are until, like, it's, like, not too late, but it's like, you know, you're tired. So you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna, like, take a little bit of a break. And so you, like, stop. Like, for example, you know, like, my ankle was hurting so bad yesterday. But like this is what happens, is my leg will be hurting and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the station so I can go back and rest. And, like, I'm walking to the station and I'm like, oh, there's a little store here. I'm gonna look inside this little store. So, you know, I go inside the little store. And when I'm in the store, I'm, like, walking, like, really short steps, right? I'm not really, like, walking. It's more just, like, moving, like, little bits at a time. So then when I'm, like, in the store, I don't notice how much my leg hurts and I'm fine. And then I get out in the street and I start walking again and I'm like, ow, everything, it hurts so bad. And then I stop for a couple minutes and then it stops hurting. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And I start walking again and it's hurting. And, you know, yeah. Like, right now, my ankle feels fine as long as I don't put any weight on it. Like, I'm gonna stand up here. Like, yeah, it feels fine right now. Like, I'm just walking around my room, it feels fine. But I know, oh, nope, there it is. I know that as soon as I, like, if I go outside, as soon as I exit the hotel and start walking, it's gonna start hurting again. So, you know, it's better for me to, like, just not do anything. I really am doing every side quest imaginable. But it's like I have specific things that I've been trying to find. I've been looking for a dress. Just a new dress, right? Cause I only have like 2 dresses with me right now, and I wanted something a little bit different. So I went to several Uniqlos, and they don't have anything. Just like one dress, and I don't really like it. I went to several GUs, which is like the sister brand to Uniqlo. Couldn't find anything, and it's just like been like. Normally, I feel like when I come to Tokyo, I buy a bunch of clothes, right? Because I see so many things that I like, but I haven't seen anything that I liked. Like I bought a skirt yesterday, really, really nice skirt, but I don't really want to wear it at the moment. Yeah, that's literally what my plan was, broiled beef. I wanted to buy a nice dress before to wear to the Yakuza exhibition because I wanted to wear a nice dress so I could get a picture with the Majima standee. But I couldn't find anything. I did have a dress. I did wear like a cute dress that I had, but it wasn't really like what I wanted. It was more casual, right? More casual, not so much like elegant, I guess. Yeah, that is why I'm the number 2 wife. How can men compete with the cardboard standee? Oh, I was also so when I was in Shibuya Parko, Norman Reedus's brand, Brain Dead, had like a pop-up shop there. And they did have like this shirt from the collection with like Higgs on it, but I didn't buy it because A, it was like $80, and B, it wasn't like I wanted a dress, right? I wanted to buy a dress or a skirt. And C, there was also like no one like at like the shop. Like I think the person working there was like behind like what was in the back, right? And for me, I'm the kind of person where it's like I'm more likely to buy something if like if the shop person is like nice to me or polite to me, right? So I go in there and there's no one there. And so I'm kind of like, I don't really have like enough motivation to spend money on this shirt, you know? So I just left. I tried going to the Pokemon store because I wanted to see what kind of stuff they had. But I don't know if there was like an event or something happening at the Pokemon store. The line was going outside of the store, the line to check out. It was so long, like you couldn't even move around the store because there was just everyone was standing in line. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I'll just come back another day because there was nothing really there that like I wanted badly enough. That's just how the store is. No, not usually. Like usually when I go to the Pokemon store, like the line has never been that long. That's the first time I've seen the line that long. Cause like normally like when I go, maybe it's because like I go on the weekdays, right? Whenever I'm going to the Pokemon store in Tokyo, I go on a weekday in like the afternoon and the line is usually pretty short, right? Really long today. And it was weird because that was the only store with the really long line. Nintendo store, there was like no line. Sega store, no line. Capcom store, no line. None of the other stores had a line except for the Nintendo's, the Pokemon store. So I think there must have been an event or something, because I don't know. And I didn't really care enough to find out. So if I have time later this week, I'll go back. Because I still have to go to Shinjuku to get my money exchanged. Because I just haven't had time to do that yet. So I've been using my card pretty much the whole time, which is fine. Because I usually prefer to do that anyway. Oh my god, okay. Sorry, my brain is like, yeah, I still have a lot of stuff I need to do the next 2 days. Also, the Game Awards is on Thursday. Thursday for me. I don't know, maybe it's Wednesday for you guys. I don't know. And I wanted to stream it, but I don't know if I am going to. I want to, but I don't know if I should or I can. Because like I said, they're doing that. They said they're gonna do that thing where they need to do maintenance to your room. But I was really irritated because they didn't tell me what time specifically they were gonna do it. They just said like, okay, we're gonna be working on it Monday through Friday. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, and we're gonna do it when we clean your room, right? And so I told them to clean my room yesterday, and they didn't do it. And I don't like to have my room at the hotels cleaned every day, because like, if I'm gonna have people come into my room, then I have to put my stuff away and like organize things, right? I have to like put my stuff away. And like I said, everything is a mess disaster right now because I'm still going through and trying to reorganize everything. So I don't want to have to like do that every single day before I leave, like put everything away and then take everything back out again when I get back. So I'd rather have them do it like every other day, right? Or every couple days. So yeah, like, damn girl, you live like this. Exactly. I don't want them to see that I live like this. So I don't know, because my fear is that, you know, I'm gonna be in here and I'm gonna be like streaming or whatever, and they're gonna knock on my door and they're gonna be like, hey, we need to like do the thing in your room. And it's like can you like, why can't they tell me when they're gonna do it? Like, if they just said, hey, we need to do this on like Wednesday, that would be fine. Right? We need to do this on Wednesday. Okay, I'll be out of here on Wednesday. But like, if I don't know, then like, what am I supposed to do? You know, what the hell am I supposed to do? So I don't know. I'll figure it out. They're waiting for you to be busy or bathing. Oh God. But yeah, I do want to do that on Thursday. Thursday morning for me. You rent a room that needs maintenance. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to stay in this hotel again. Because the reason I booked it is because the location seemed convenient, which it kind of is. And also the value in terms of room size for the price was good. Like, the room is big enough for both of my suitcases, which is a rarity for Japanese hotel rooms. But it's kind of like an older style of hotel, so the facilities are not super like up to date. And also my bathroom has like mold in it. There's like mold on the tiles and stuff. So yeah, that's not great. I'm not happy about that. I think I don't usually leave reviews on stuff, but I'm probably gonna leave a review being like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be staying in here again. You know, like the mold is a no for me. I mean, also, I'm not even sure if like the fridge is working, because like every time I put something in the fridge, it doesn't seem to get cold. Like it stays like cooler. Like I put some ice. Like there's like it's one of those mini fridges with like an ice, they gave me like an ice tray, and there's a little thing in the fridge that is supposed to be like the freezer. And I put I filled up the ice tray like 2 days ago, and it's still water. Like, it's not ice. So, you know, let me check the fridge again. Like, has anything gotten colder? No. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Hold on. I think I have some tea. I'm gonna have some tea. Ugh. Does it have a knob you can finagle? It does have a knob, and I turned the knob up, but it doesn't seem to be making any kind of difference. So, you know. I will say, it is pretty easy to stay hydrated in Tokyo. You know, I feel like dehydration is a problem that a lot of like times people have when they're traveling, right? But like it's so easy to stay hydrated because there's like, you know, there's a convenience store on every block and a vending machine on every corner. So it's like, are you feeling a little bit thirsty? Here's a vending machine. We got water, tea, soda, corn soup in a can, like any kind of beverage you can desire. So it's like, you know, I have my little water bottle, and, you know, normally I try to take my water bottle with me when I go places, but there's not really like a need to, because I could just like, just buy something to drink. Sometimes you need a can of corn to take the edge off. Unironically, yes. Unironically, yes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think the corn soup in a can is pretty decent. A lot of people don't like it, but like, honestly, it's fine. Like, I think it's good for what it is, right? Corn soup in a can. It's better than you would expect it to be, is the best way I would describe it. It's better than you would expect it to be. Just like how Mima used to make. I've been getting like so many like Japan tourism posts from like, you know, Japan tourism influencers, and half of it is like rage baiting me. You know, I've been wanting to rant about this for some time, that I feel like a lot of time these like Japan travel influencers, are they self-heating cans? Oh, no, the vending machine warms them. Like, they're warm when you get them because the vending machine warms them. That's the cool thing about the vending machines, is that you can get cold and warm things from the vending machine. So if you want cold water, you can get that. If you want hot soup in a can, you can get that. Very convenient. I see like so many posts from people who are like, actually, Japanese people don't eat the egg sandwiches from the convenience store. Like, Japanese people don't actually do that. That's just tourists who do that. And it's like, who fucking cares? Who cares? Why does it matter? Who gives a shit? They're good. I don't care. They taste good. Why does it matter? Who fucking cares? Like, why does it matter? You know, like why do you care? That's such a stupid fucking thing to like make a big deal about, you know? A vending machine egg sandwich. I have not seen an egg sandwich in a vending machine before, but I'm sure they exist. You know, they're like, oh, like actually, like Japanese people don't actually eat convenience store food. They shop here instead. And it's like, I don't know, because I just saw like a salaryman grab a salad from 7-Eleven this morning. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you know? Like, I don't, like, there are some things that like genuinely are good to know. Like, for example, like it's better to buy certain things. For example, it's cheaper to get like pre-made food at the supermarkets than at the convenience store. Like, if I wanted to get like a microwavable like spaghetti or something, it would actually be cheaper for me to get it at the supermarket, like freshly prepared, than at the convenience store. Or it's cheaper to get booze at the drugstore than it is at the convenience store or in vending machines. Like, that is true, and that is good to know. But like, it's so hard to keep track of all this stuff. You know, I remember I was like asking my friend, you know, she's Japanese, she lives here, like, so, because she's like telling me like, oh, you know, if you want to buy this, you should get this at this place instead of at this place because it's cheaper. Because I bought like a hairspray the other day, and I told her I bought it at this store, and she's like, you shouldn't, that's like, oh, you shouldn't have bought it there. You should have bought it like at this place instead because it's so much cheaper here. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, like you, you shouldn't have bought it here. You should have bought it there. Yeah, no, you can get, they sell booze at the drugstore. I don't know why, but you can buy it there, and it is cheaper. It is cheaper. But, you know, I was asking her, like, so, like, what do you, like, what's the best place to get which things? And she's like, honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, I don't know. Because it's never, like, really more expensive. Like, oh, this is, like, $3 more expensive at this store. It's mostly like, oh, this thing is like 40 yen more expensive at this store than it is the other store. Which, you know, for tourists, it's really hard to know, to like pay attention to that, right? Because like $2 for a can of beer is $2 for a can of beer, right? But yeah. Or like other things that I've seen where it's like just like generally stuff that like doesn't really matter, you know. I'm trying to say, let me look at my Instagram real fast. I think I do need to take a day to just like not do anything, because I have so many like messages and emails and things I need to respond to that I just have not had any time to do. I also I need to catch up on food news, because I have a lot of food news saved that I want to tell you guys about. But I'll have to figure out when the best time to do that is. Also, apparently they are actually bringing the Japanese style sandwiches to American 7-Eleven with the Kewpie mayo. How I'm okay. The thing that pisses me off, Big Food got her ass, about the American 7-Eleven egg sandwiches is that they still have the crusts on them. They still have the crusts attached. And that genuinely pisses me off, because that's like part of the charm. That's like one of the biggest charm points of the Konbini egg sandwiches, is that they don't have crusts on them. Why would you ruin the egg sandwich with the crust? Why the fuck would you do that? Like, genuinely pisses me off. Like, fuck you. So stupid. Hold on. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. Ma used to get the crust off my sandwiches every morning. She knew it was my favorite part. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm biased because I don't like crusts to begin with. But, like, I genuinely feel like if you're having, like, the egg salad sandwich, the crust ruins the experience. Like, just, like, in terms of, like, the textural experience, it ruins it. Because the whole point of the egg sandwich is that it's supposed to be light and fluffy and soft. And the crust just ruins that. So I don't know why they would do that. But yeah, I was annoyed when I got here, because there were some, like, the crust helps you grow big and strong. No, it doesn't. There were some, like, loud tourists in the room across from mine in the hotel. Like, they were so fucking loud. Like, every time they were out in the hall, they were just, like, talking really loudly. I haven't heard them since yesterday, so I don't know if maybe they were only here for, like, a day or something, but I was, like, so annoyed. And that got me thinking, like, what if, like, What if this is the floor? The floor that I'm on is the one where they just like stick all the like, you know, foreign tourists. Like, wouldn't that be so funny if like each hotel has like a specific like area or floor that they put like foreign tourists? I think that would be really funny. Just my conspiracy theory. I have no evidence. The Floringer. I have no evidence, but I think it would be funny. You gotta show your hotel worker's visa to get a real room. Honestly, like, I probably should complain about the mold in the bathroom, but like, if I did that and they were gonna put me in another room, I would have to pack up all of my stuff and move it into a different room. And I've had to do that before. I was staying in a hotel one time a few years ago, and the ceiling in the bathroom started leaking. And so I went downstairs and I was like, hey, the ceiling in the bathroom is leaking. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We will move you into another room right away. And I was like, right away? And they're like, yeah, like we'll move you right now. And I was like, can you give me like, you know, half an hour to like pack up my stuff? You know, like, I got so much shit. It's a disaster. So I don't really want to do that unless I'm like prepared to do that, which I'm not. So yeah. I did decide that this time I'm going to send some of my suitcases to my next hotel, because that is something you can do, and that is a service that the hotel offers. No fear, welcome in. They can send some of my luggage to my next hotel. It does take a couple days, and that's something that kind of annoys me when people talk about this service. Is they're like, oh, you can send your suitcase. Why is my tracking not work? Oh, there we go. To your next hotel. Like, I remember I heard about that a few years ago and I went to try it. And they're like, oh yeah, it'll take like 2 days to send your suitcase from Kyoto to Tokyo. And I was like, 2 days? Like, well, my clothes are in there. What am I supposed to do? Like, am I just supposed to not have clothes for 2 days? Like, what am... Every time I see someone post about it, they don't tell you that. And it pisses me off. So word to the wise, if you are in Japan, you can do that. Send your luggage from one place to another, but it probably is going to take more than a day unless you're going like a short distance. Like Kyoto to Osaka will probably take like 1 day, but Tokyo to anywhere else is probably gonna take more than 1 day. So I'm gonna put my stuff that I don't need right away in one of my suitcases and have them send that one. Cause like I already booked a seat on the train, the bullet train, for like a luggage space, like a seat on the train that has extra space for my big suitcase. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just take one suitcase and I'll send the other one. I do the Death Stranding thing, but with tourist luggage. That's how I felt pushing my suitcases up that hill. I felt like Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding. I was like, I'm Death Stranding maxing right now. Like, you know how when Sam gets naked, you see those like red marks on his shoulders from carrying the stuff on his back? That's how I felt. Like, I could feel the soreness on my shoulders. And I was like, wow, I'm really feeling like Sam Porter Bridges right now. Alex collapsed on the ground, hallucinating a vision of Higgs hitting the gritty on her. Wow, I'm walking with luggage, just like Death Stranding. Oh, speaking of Death Stranding, apparently the Tokyo Comic Con is this weekend, which I didn't even know was a thing. The only reason I found out about it is because there's this guy who's on the same like flight as me, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to, you know, Tokyo Comic Con this weekend. And I was like, oh, that was this weekend? Oh, I didn't even know about that. But to be honest with you, I I'm not really so keen on going to those kind of events in Japan because they usually involve a lot of standing in line, and I fucking hate standing in line. I hate standing in line. I hate waiting for things so much. I would rather not do that. I actually had really good omurice a few days ago with my friends, like the kind where you cut open the omelet and the egg, like it's like all like it covers the rice. I don't know how to describe it. But we had to get there early. We had to get there like half an hour early to get in line for the place to open. Actually, I got there like way early, so I was able to get like a pretty early place in line. But like by the time we got out of the restaurant and we finished eating, the line was going around the block. Like that's how popular this place was. So I'm glad we got there like before it opened because it was really good. It was really good. It was reasonably priced. It wasn't super filling though. I finished my omelet and I was like, I could eat like 3 more of these. Like, this is really good. But Kojumbo is gonna be there and throw a baseball at the lucky attendee. Okay, I could have potentially ran into Kojima a few days ago. Like, first of all, like, I was probably breathing the same air as Kojima because a few days ago he posted pictures of like the Christmas lights at his office, right? The building. And I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I was like thinking about going to the office that day to take a picture of the Luden statue. But the only reason I didn't is because my ankle was hurting so badly. So I was like, if I had pushed through the pain, I could have possibly ran into Kojima. Maybe meeting him would have cured my ankle pain. You know how like Jesus healed the crippled and the lame? Maybe it would have been like that for me. I would run into Kojima and then like my ankle would stop hurting. Kojesus. But yeah, I do plan on taking a picture of the Luden statue. I just like, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I wanted to do that today, but like my ankle hurts and I don't really want to like get on the train, you know, right now. So we'll see. Cause like I know Kojima was also at like the Tokyo Comic Con too. I don't know where specifically it is. I know it's in central Tokyo somewhere. I don't know where. But yeah, were it not for this like busted ankle of mine, I would be hunting him. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be hunting him down. That sounds like a threat. I would not be doing that. But I do keep a notebook on me and a Sharpie with me at all times, just in case. But I also think that if I did like see him, I would be too scared to like even speak to him. I feel like if I saw him out of the corner of my eye, I would probably like run away. I would probably run away and just like hyperventilate somewhere. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I have the stones to ask him for an autograph. I don't know if I could do it. Oh, I'm eating like a cookie. Have him sign your suitcase. Oh my god. I will say, the one thing that, you know, I love savory food. I love salty food, which is typically what Japan does very well. I really don't like Japanese pastries or like cookies or sweets. I really just don't like them. Or cheese. The cheese here fucking sucks ass. The cheese here is so bad. I'm gonna have to get imported cheese. I went to look for some the other day, but I couldn't really find anything that like tickled my fancy, so to speak. Like I'm eating this like there's so many bakeries and stuff that have like cakes and cookies and pastries, but just like every time I have one, I just am so disappointed. You know, like, wow, this, you know, pastry looks really good. And I have it and I'm like, wow, this tastes like nothing. This tastes like nothing. It has no substance. It has no flavor. Like, it's just disappointing. Like, texturally, it's okay. But like, just in terms of like, I just don't like it. I don't know. I think it's just my American palate is so used to things being like overly sweet in really intense flavors that like I just get disappointed, right? I did actually see some Kraft mac and cheese at one of the the like import markets, like one of the markets that specializes in imported food. But it was really expensive. It was like 300 yen a box. I can buy it on Amazon for like 200 yen a box. Like, really, no. I'll just buy it on Amazon. In 6 months, a box of Pop-Tarts is gonna be able to kill you? Nah. Nah. Like, this cookie thing I'm eating, it's just okay. Like, it's okay. It's fine. I'm not really impressed by it. She eats corn syrup once and explodes? No. Sorry, I'm chewing. The Red 4D detox hasn't set in yet. I guess not. Like, do I want to go out for lunch? Because I have some of the, you know, the Gundam instant noodles here. I could have those. Like, I want to go out, but also, like, my ankle, me ankle be hurting so much. So I don't know if that's a good idea. Reaper, hi, welcome in. Also, this cookie is very crumbly. It's very crumbly, and I don't like crumbly. Hold on. I hate crumbs. I mean, the chocolate is okay. Resting is the best choice, but not the fun choice. I know. I know. I should have rested yesterday, but I couldn't because I had the reservation. Right? I also do need to go to the pharmacy because, like I said, I had an allergic reaction to the conditioner at the hotel. And I need to get some kind of, like, cream for it. Oh, no wonder I'm so tired. The tea I bought is caffeine-free. I forgot about that. I had like a tiny cup of coffee. Maybe that's why. I originally wanted to get Hojicha, but I was kind of like, you know, let's try Mugicha today. But I forgot that Mugicha barley tea doesn't have caffeine in it. So that's kind of my fault. It's good though. I really like kind of earthy or floral teas. Like really earthy and floral teas. I like those the best. Because the Mugicha is like kind of bitter. It's like bitter and earthy, but I really like it. Very grassy too, very grassy. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. What was I gonna say? Gosh, there's just been so much going on. I've been having trouble organizing my thoughts. Hold on a second. Let me look at my notebook. Maybe I wrote something down that I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Oh yeah. I saw, going back to like the travel influencer videos, I saw this one that was like, oh, like rules in Japanese hotels you might accidentally be breaking. And there's this one, and it was like, don't put your suitcase on the bed. You know, they were like, we didn't know you weren't supposed to put your suitcase on the bed. I was like, what are you talking about? Is this rage bait? What do you mean you didn't know you people were putting your suitcases on the bed? What? You were doing that? Like, that's not even like a Japanese thing. That's just like common sense. That's fucking disgusting. You were putting your suitcase on the bed? Emmy, welcome in, welcome. Like I thought that was common sense. Your dirty ass suitcase? Like, from like that's been on like the plane and on the ground and God knows where? You people were putting that on the bed? That's disgusting. Do you people also sleep with your shoes on? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, what do you mean you didn't know you weren't supposed to put your suitcase on the bed? You're gonna get, no, you're rage baiting me. Stop it, that's disgusting. Like, that's like shitting where you eat. You don't shit where you eat. You don't put your suitcase on the bed. What do you mean? You put it on the ground. You put your suitcase on the ground. You don't put it on the bed. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You people are disgusting. Do you also smear your shit on the walls? You guys are fucking with me. You guys are fucking with me. Oh my god. And the roof. Oh god. All right. I think I'm gonna call it here for today because I'm freaking tired. I need to take a nap. I do have one announcement to make though. I need to get my stuff set up for this because I just received this news today. I will be participating in the VTuber GTA RP, hosted by Grimmy and Berry Bug. I need to get set up for that. I still don't have the game. I'm going to try to stream this. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm gonna see if I can, get everything set up maybe tomorrow. So this is very short notice for me. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to stream and participate, but I really wanted to do this since I first saw it last year. So I'm very, very happy that I got accepted into it. So I will do my best to try to stream. I don't know what time. Like I said, I'm still figuring this out. I don't think I'm going to be able to give you guys a schedule for this, but I will let you guys know in the Discord maybe like an hour before I go live or whatever. But yes, I will be participating in this in some capacity. I'll do my best. I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the ending screen here. I do want to stream the Game Awards on Thursday. I don't know if/when I'm gonna be able to do that, but I'll keep you guys updated. Let me see. I think Ronan just went live. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she's playing The Witcher 3. I'm sending you guys over to Roro because I've been missing her streams and I'm so sad. So I'm sending you guys over to Ronan. But before I do, I just want to say I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!